going on, Jerome's? So, in the spirit of Brian Flores, who said that you can never have enough corners, the Vikings have been doing their diligence on some players that in the top 30 that could be in the Vikings draft range, also setting up things early for priority UDFAs, and this is one of them. R.A. Pulley, NFL, Western Michigan cornerback Bilhal Kone is on a top 30 visit with the Vikings today per source. The 6'2", 190-pound corner allowed just 2 touchdowns in the past 2 seasons. He's also been working with Barstool Gruden ahead of the draft. So this guy, wait, no. Was that Collinsworth? That doesn't matter. Anyways, so Kone, he's interesting because he is a local product. Grew up, went to high school in Apple Valley. Bounced around to a couple of colleges, but he's seen as a fringe late-round guy, UDFA guy, but definitely someone with potential and upside that the Vikings should certainly take a look at. Let's talk about him today. Background, 23 years young, a little bit older of a rookie, but he's 6'1", $190, and like we said, the pride of Apple Valley High School. Woo! Back in the day. 2 years at Iowa Central Community College, 1 year Indiana State Go Sycamores, and then transferred to Western Michigan and Kalamazoo, the original rowed the boat and did some great things with the Broncos. Started 25 games at Western Michigan, 70 career tackles, 2 picks, 16 passes broken up, only 2 touchdowns allowed. Like I said, 78.2 PFF coverage grade over those years, which is good. And also, like everything's there. And I know that there's been a trend of MAC corners going up to the NFL. He's not going to be Sauce Gardner, but he could be. You know, like he's Schrodinger sauce. Like you open the box, you find out if he's going to be Sauce Gardner or not. Who knows? Combine wise, it did solid in the 40, 4.3. A little bit slow in the 10-yard split as well as in agility and explosiveness in the jumps. That sort of pans out on tape as well. Scouting report, LanceZerline@NFL.com. Overview, a tall cornerback with average transition quickness and coverage, but first-rate ball skills. Kone's smothering brand of man coverage could bring ball production, but also penalty flags. Although, he only had 2 penalties in 2024, so like he is a little bit grabby. He does take some chances. He's a little bit of a habitual line stepper, but I mean, if they're not going to call it, why not? He's field aware and instinctive, but slight stalls at the transition allow for catch windows to develop. Even when beaten, he has an innate feel for taking playmaking angles on the route, which give him a chance to disrupt the catch. His run support needs work, but he is best suited as a zone corner. And his superlatives, what Kone brings. He played great against the Ohio State as well as Wisconsin, first 2 games of the year. And with small school guys, you always see how they do against the larger school opponents in out-of-conference schedule. And he did fantastic. He had 3 passes broken up in the 2 games, only 3 catches, 39 yards, and 0 goose egg D'Angelo Russell touchdowns allowed in the 2 games. In fact, all of them were against Ohio State. And even though Western Michigan worked, but overall, like he did extremely well in both those games himself. Good anticipatory skills, vision best suited for zone, solid recovery instincts, and like Zerline said, he doesn't have the short area quickness to just completely lock down dudes. He's not going to be that type of corner, but it's almost like he's had to develop these skills because of his physicality, where he does have these amazing recovery instincts. He does make a play on the ball. He does break passes up, and also when he's in zone too. And I know it's zone, but you know the whole matchup zone thing. Like a lot of big plays that he makes are outside of his area of responsibility. So he anticipates what's going to happen with the quarterback. He almost like baits the quarterback, which is certainly interesting. Willing tackler, does need some work for him to put on weight, so does need to add a little bit of strength. But the mind is willing, but the flesh is spongy and weak. But no, he can definitely add some muscle to his frame and get good to go there. Also, he sort of reminds me of, remember Jack Tocho from back in the day? Like his 7th round pick out of NC State. Great high football IQ, great anticipatory skills. Nailed it. But yeah, just didn't quite work out. But I think that Kone definitely has a little bit more upside there. And also, the Vikings, we're good to go in terms of cornerback depth. They just let go of Nashawn Wright. Maybe that means that they're bringing in Asante Samuel Jr. or Sauce Gardner. Who knows? Who knows? But I do think that Kone Could bring a little something in terms of depth to the position. Play some good special teams. Maybe makes a practice squad to start, and also just develops, adds weight, and goes from there. But overall, beyond him just being a local product, I think that this is a chance for the Vikings to take a shot on someone who's got good length, someone who has good ball skills, and would certainly be an asset to the cornerback room depth. But your thoughts are thoughts. Vikings reportedly going to visit with Western Michigan quarterback Bilhal Kone, local dude. Let us know your thoughts. Our thoughts, comment section. You guys are the best know to do. Skol, production value.